Yes, what's good, people? Big Virge back in your airspace once again. I'm here on the 29th floor of a hotel overlooking Victoria Harbour in Hong Kong. How cool is this? Well, I can tell you it's real cool. Aircon's just bubbling away in the background on a beautiful day outside. It's going to be hot out there because it's very humid in Hong Kong. Do not come here with long sleeve anything if you're coming to holiday, people, because it is a really humid city, okay? Quick shout out to Hannah and Martin. Best wishes for Sunday. I'm looking forward to your wedding. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you to Veronica for showing me around and being gracious enough to educate me about Hong Kong sites, cuisine and culture. Thank you for Tommy Toe for getting me out there to the point where my voice sounds as it does due to copious amounts of drinking and getting on bad with the locals and tourists. Much appreciated, bro. And now to the more serious stuff that I guess has stimulated my wish to give you this piece of art today. Quick shout out to Rebel Glam. Just watched your vid about the arts and government in Barbados, and I have to say that some very real talk in there, and hopefully this will be in some shape or form supportive of that in a slightly different realm, because I'm going to speak today about unity and about the black community primarily, but in essence I am speaking about humanity in general, because when you look at Spain, when you look at Greece, and you look at the situation, the fight over waters between Japan and China, you know, it's quite clear that unity amongst people is a massive issue and always has been, but it seems to be becoming more so of an issue as we move into the future, when we should be progressing rather than what appears and what clearly seems to be a regression in terms of our social interaction. Recent events in Barbados have had me and left me kind of disturbed and really saddened because of this propensity for people to feel that because someone has more than them who is black, they can request unashamedly for financial assistance and assistance in various forms, which I do take issue with, because it's like, I've been through a lot of difficult things in my life, and I'm thankful and grateful that to get to this point where I can be in a place like this, free, independent, is a blessing, because it's a blessing that I've earned through my own discipline, my own efforts, and my own, you know, ethos to life, which is no begging, no stealing, no borrowing. An ethos that my father passed on to me, which I'm hoping now to pass on to the next generation, because there seems to be far too many black people in Barbados who want everything, but they want someone else to provide it for them. Well, Bajans, hear what? It doesn't work like that, because anybody who's made a fortune for themselves through their own hard work will affirm to you that begging and stealing and borrowing is not the way to achieve what it is that independence means. Independence is exactly that, independent endeavours and achievement. So I guess without any further ado, let's get to the piece, because the piece reflects on what I see as, I guess, the self-destruction of the black community, and certainly in terms of Africa and the West Indies, our own countries, which, you know, there is very little excuse for. And as things get tougher, we will start to find out, once those restrictions that the rest of the world seem to now be suffering from really reach our islands. What our people are made of, these people that claim to be so great, particularly in Barbados, full of bravado and ego. These great people who still seem to want handouts to get to a place where I guess they feel some sense of freedom and some sense of independence. So, this is simply called Brave. Some say that I'm brave to say the things that I say about the ways we are enslaved by those who live by getting rich, of people who slave every single day so that they can display a life of easy, pleasant days. While those without financial clout try their best to cover their chest of bills to pay, increasing stress that places strain on hearts and veins and people's brains. Such views expressed through my poems is why I guess some say I'm brave, but I have to say, what's brave about that? When slavery goes with words like black, and Whitey knows those words are fact. But just a minute now, wait, didn't blacks enslave before white folks came, so who in truth can we really blame? It's clear to me we don't help ourselves. Green is the colour that makes blacks sell their souls to the devil and burn themselves. It's clearly brave to trust black people who lust for money or holding a gun. I'd rather see blacks raise strong children and listen to those who have wisdom. So many now quickly succumb to doing things that leave them stung, then wonder why they've got problems. Why embrace pain time and again? Embrace it once, then move on, son. Otherwise your actions prove you're dumb and may just be your final ones, especially if policemen come. Now that's not brave, that's stupid, son. Living your life locked in prison. Still it seems some hate to see a black face, even when theirs is the same. How can this be? Even today, pride, envy, greed and jealousy are keeping us from unity, and this just fuels black poverty while those above keep having fun. Because of divisions and ignorance from those whose names are not worth saying. Now I have to ask, are these fools insane? It seems they are. Mixed with them? Nah. They think they're cool, when in fact they're fools learning how to bring us down. No minstrel show, but yes, they're clowns. Taking centre stage doesn't make them brave unless they're ready to lyrically aim at those who clearly run the game. Separatists who govern things like who stays rich and who they sting and who they kill. Like X and King. The plans they use are nothing new. They continue to do their due while some blacks choose to yes refuse to rise above petty issues. How black are you? Who are you talking to? I'm talking to you, white girl, white world. Don't you know your roots? Well, I guess you do. But allow me to just respond to you. Your attitude provides clear proof that you're a fool who's not been schooled in divisive tools. You're the type who can't take the truth and probably hides behind a crock of lies. You appear to be one of those guys whose blackness is your foolish pride. Now I believe in black love, but hear me out, cuz united we stand, but division of thought is bound to see our people fall. I'd like to see more unity, so we'll not suffer fools gladly. They get dismissed, whatever skin they're in. But if they use their brain, we can attain respect and love on a higher plane. It would seem fair to say that when making a place for those with nothing on their plates and unity instead of hate, this clearly makes some feel afraid, which I guess is why some make the claim that big Virge guy, is truly brave.